If you're someone who values wisdom over noise, take a second to subscribe. This channel is for you. Intelligence isn't just about how much you know, it's about how you think. The Stoics believed that a wise person isn't someone who has read 1,000 books, but someone who has learned to master his mind. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus lived in a world full of chaos, war, and uncertainty, yet their minds remained calm, sharp, and unshaken. How? Through philosophy, not as theory, but as daily mental training. In this video, we'll explore 10 Stoic techniques that can increase your intelligence by teaching you how to think clearly, reason calmly, and act with purpose in a world that constantly tries to distract you. 1. Premeditatio malorum. Anticipate the storm before it comes. Marcus Aurelius began his mornings by reminding himself that he would meet selfish, arrogant, and ungrateful people during the day. He wasn't being negative, he was being prepared. This technique, called premeditatio malorum, means premeditation of evils. The idea is simple. Before life surprises you with difficulty, surprise it first by imagining what could go wrong. When you mentally prepare for failure, loss, or rejection, your emotions stop ruling your mind. You respond with reason, not panic. The intelligent person isn't the one who avoids storms, but the one who walks through them calmly because he saw them coming. 2. The view from above, expanding the mind beyond the self. The Stoics practiced a powerful visualization known as the view from above. They imagined rising above their city, above the earth, and looking down from the perspective of the stars. Suddenly, every argument, every stress, every fear seemed tiny and temporary. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Look down from above on the countless gatherings and ceremonies and all the journeys of every sort, and the many ships in harbors and storms at sea. All these things you see are the same, fleeting, temporary." This shift in perspective trains your intelligence to see reality as it is, not through the lens of ego. You stop overreacting, stop exaggerating your problems, and start thinking from a place of proportion. True intelligence is the ability to see yourself as a small part of a larger whole and still act with responsibility and grace. 3. The discipline of assent. Don't believe every thought. Epictetus taught one of the most mentally liberating lessons in history. It's not things that disturb us, but our opinions about them. This means intelligence starts when you stop automatically believing your thoughts. Not every emotion deserves action. Not every thought is true. The Stoic mind acts like a gatekeeper. Every thought must prove itself before being allowed in. When your mind says, "I can't do this," you ask, "Is this opinion logical or just fear in disguise?" When you feel insulted, you pause and ask, "Did this person really harm me? Or did I let my ego do the harm?" This habit builds a mind that's both emotionally stable and intellectually clear, a mind that reacts less and reasons more. 4. Focus on what you can control, the core of Stoic logic. If there's one rule that defines Stoic intelligence, it's this: separate what you can control from what you cannot. Epictetus told his students, "Some things are up to us and some are not." That single sentence holds the secret to mental strength. You can't control the economy, other people, or how life unfolds, but you can control your thoughts, your choices, and your character. The Stoic doesn't waste mental energy trying to bend the universe. He masters himself, and that's what makes his thinking efficient. His intelligence isn't scattered, it's focused. In a world that constantly demands your attention, this principle acts like a mental filter. It saves your energy for the things that truly matter. 5. Negative visualization, strength through gratitude. Seneca often reminded himself to imagine losing the things he loved, his home, his friends, even his life.
He wasn't being morbid, he was practicing gratitude through contrast. When you imagine loss, the present becomes precious. Modern psychology confirms this Stoic insight. Imagining potential loss increases appreciation and emotional stability. It removes entitlement and replaces it with awareness. You realize that what you have today, your health, your family, your freedom, could vanish tomorrow. That thought alone makes you think deeper, live slower, and love wiser. This is how the Stoics turned emotional pain into wisdom, by reminding themselves that nothing is truly permanent, and therefore everything is worth cherishing.
6. Daily reflection. Think like Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius wrote Meditations not as a book, but as private notes to himself, reminders to stay rational, humble, and disciplined. Every night he examined his thoughts and actions. What did I do well? What could I have done better? Which desires led me astray? This simple act of daily reflection builds a sharp and self-aware mind. You start to recognize patterns in your behavior, understand your emotions, and correct your flaws, not through guilt, but through reason. Intelligence grows when you stop living unconsciously. Journaling or mental reflection is how you turn daily experiences into lifelong wisdom. 7. Amor fati, loving whatever happens. The Stoics went beyond accepting fate. They loved it. Amor fati means love of fate. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." To the Stoic, every challenge, every setback, every disappointment is raw material for growth. When something bad happens, the intelligent person doesn't say, "Why me?" He says, "What can I learn from this?" This mindset turns suffering into fuel for progress. You become intellectually flexible, able to adapt, to learn, to find meaning even in chaos. And that's one of the purest forms of intelligence. 8. Memento mori, the awareness of death. Memento mori, remember you will die. To many this sounds grim, but to the Stoics it was the ultimate awakening. Seneca wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the end of life. Let us postpone nothing." When you truly remember that your time is limited, your focus becomes razor sharp. You stop wasting energy on petty arguments and start valuing what's real: knowledge, kindness, discipline, purpose. Death awareness doesn't make life darker, it makes it brighter, because every moment starts to matter. This thought alone transforms ordinary intelligence into existential clarity, the kind of understanding that shapes a meaningful life. 9. The art of silence. Speak less, think more. Stoic wisdom isn't loud. It's quiet, reflective, and deliberate. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, once said that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason: to listen twice as much as we speak. In today's world of noise and endless opinions, silence is intelligence. When you listen deeply, your understanding expands. When you speak carefully, your words gain weight. The Stoics believed that wisdom grows not from constant talking, but from constant observation. Learning when not to react, when to hold back your opinion, when to stay calm, that's a mark of advanced intelligence. 10. The practice of rational detachment. Observe without being consumed. Lastly, the Stoic trains himself to observe emotions without drowning in them. Marcus wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When you're angry, you don't fight the anger, you watch it. When you're anxious, you study the anxiety instead of becoming it. This calm observation builds emotional intelligence, the ability to stay rational while the world burns around you. It's not about being cold or emotionless. It's about being free. The Stoic mind feels everything, but is controlled by nothing. The Stoics didn't chase intelligence, they became intelligent by mastering the art of thought. Their brilliance wasn't measured by memory or logic puzzles, but by clarity, self-control, and perspective. If you want to increase your intelligence, start where they did, with your own mind. Question your thoughts, prepare for hardship, love your fate, and remember that everything you know, everything you are, is temporary. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, and perhaps so does the depth of your intelligence. Every Stoic truth begins in the mind, and so does your transformation. If you found even one idea here worth thinking about, subscribe now and join a community of people learning to live with calm, purpose, and intelligence. Tell me in comment what you learned from my videos. It will motivate me to make more creative and informative videos for my lovely audience. Stay grounded, stay rational, and I'll see you in the next video.